GHOne TV, your best experience. 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 GHOne TV, your best experience.
On a path that nearly undermined the common interest of the party. Was it the right time to have said so? Well, I think so, because now in about 24 hours, as I indicated earlier, the future of the party will change and it will be redetermined. In less than 24 hours, the future of this party, I asked Hakman Owusu-Agyeman, and I even asked the former defense minister, Dr. Kwame Addo, before that. He is part of the council of National Council, and I'm saying that if you enter in here now, note that returning or going back through that door, it is not going to be the NPP you know and the NPP of yesterday. Things are going to change, and so you will need everyone to do so. One might say that, was it really necessary? Well, I leave that to the others, but he had to make or communicate that clearly so that we know that everyone is going to be committed to achieving it. As to whether they have what it takes to break the 8, well, we'll leave it to the delegates.
Could he have made the point without referencing 2015?
It wouldn't have been that solid.
Well, Ibrahim, what did you make of that?
Yes, I think, in fact, in making that point, I'm sure you pay attention to the glowing tribute that the president paid to Freddie Blay.
Yes.
Exactly.
Frederick Wasimu Blay.
Yeah. That's very telling, because in essence he came in to save the situation after the episode that the president referenced about some individuals working against the party's
and
interests.
It goes to confirm that election Freddie Blay contested.
Yeah, exactly.
And there were many reports that Freddie Blay was the president's
choice.
preference.
Yeah. Reason why Stephen Tim couldn't get a nod. Yeah, so there we have it. So honestly, when you slip and fall now, you don't look at where you've fallen, you look at where you slip. And that's exactly what the president did. The president is reminding the party of that bitter experience of having to expel 3 national executives, General Secretary, National Chairman, Vice Chairman. And the party still went ahead to win the elections. Just imagine for once if the party, after it had done that, had lost the election in 2016. They will blame the party for having brought that calamity on itself. Nonetheless, the party won the election. So it's a good reference point for the president to point to and admonish the incoming executives that, hey, be careful. Have your eyes on the ball, and then let's win this together. Yes, but of course, I'm sure the three musketeers will feel hard done, but hey, there's a reality.
That's interesting, and there's a lot happening around us.
Yes.
A lot of movements.
Yes.
Sack bags, I'm sure full of food or something.
It's the ambience.
You know, because it's a long day. I mean, it's
absolutely.
It's 5:49.
Yeah. I'm sure the welfare
if
committee.
things have started earlier as planned, perhaps.
Delegates conference. Now, specifically at the Bono region, and voting is currently underway. Now, I've been joined by the Bono regional chairperson, popularly known as Abronye. Popularly known as Abronye. Thank you very much for joining us. You're live on GHOne television.
Thank you.
Right, now, we know voting is currently underway. Now, you are leading your delegate from the Bono region. What have been your last words to them? What have you been telling them? Because I see you interacting with them a lot.
Actually, I've told them that going to 2024 election is something that is very, very crucial to the MPP. And as a party who is seeking to win political power for the third term, that is for the first time in the history of this country, it is important that the executives from our region will elect experienced and dedicated executives so that the task ahead of us in 2024 will be a cheap exercise for us.
Now, people have described the timing of this conference as problematic because, according to them, the country is going through economic times. And the MPP should be very sensitive enough to ensure that maybe they could have postponed or rescheduled this conference. What do you have to say to that?
Yes, I must admit that we have some challenges. But this conference has nothing to do with the coffers of this country. Actually, as a member, I do contribute to support my political party. And looking at the numbers here, looking at all the people here, all of them do contribute from their own small work or resources in order to promote our party. So this conference is actually being funded by the party resources and not from the coffers of the nation. We have our itinerary, that is from the polling station, electoral area, constituency elections, and then regional. This is a national elections that we are taking. We cannot afford to postpone because we are having a national crisis. If we look at other jurisdictions, they are facing several challenges, but they are going and they have internal exercise within the party that all of them are embarking upon. So it is important. Those who are saying, I totally disagree with them, that we should have postponed this particular exercise.
Now let's talk about the leadership. People are saying that, again, a lot of commentary on social media saying that the kind of leadership that you're going to have here today formed is going to decide whether or not you are going to break your mantra of the 8.
Exactly, and the delegates or the constituency executives here are aware of that. And that is why I told you earlier that these executives are going to elect experienced and dedicated national officers. And these national officers are those who are going to make history for our party for the first time.
Now, you've just said that it's right for you to have this conference because you are not using the taxpayers' money. It's from the party. But would you agree that we are in hard times?
Oh, that is why I told you, I do agree. Looking at the global crisis, Ghana is not the exception to that. This crisis is not the creation of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, but it's something we must admit. If UK, of Almighty, America, Japan, Germany, all of them are facing crisis, how much more this small economy? Ghana is a developing country, and if biggest economy are facing crisis, you are testified to the fact that Ghana will not be exception to that.
I see some of your delegates signaling a sign of change. Do you have an idea what they are signaling, what that means?
I think for my delegates, I can assure you the we and a half will be voting together. And at the end of the counting, they are going to vote for the particular candidate, which is my candidate. And these candidates are my preferred candidate. And these are candidates who are going to win at the end of the poll.
Who is that candidate?
The one in team is going to emerge as a winner. Dombodu is winning. Yes.
What gives you that hope?
Yes, because I've been with him in all the 16 regions. Throughout this campaign, I'm with him. And we ended our nationwide tour about 2 days ago. And I have confidence in our constituency executives that they have promised that there's no way they are going to throw away the experienced General Secretary who has won us power on 2 occasions. We are not ready for that. You can see the kind of experience that John Bodo has gained compared to the experience of Asiedun Katia. Those who are coming in as General Secretary aspirant, you can see that in terms of experience, they cannot match Asiedun Katia and others. So if you have somebody who has already has the experience, who has worked to win to S power on 2 occasions, why?
I've also spoken to some of the delegates, and they indeed indicated that they need a breath of fresh air. Somebody new, somebody who has new experience, brings so much energy to bear, and John Boyd is not that person. What do you have to say to that?
John Boyd has so much experience, started at the polling station level, and I can tell you for a fact that among all the aspirants who are vying for the General Secretariat position, none of them come closer to John Boyd in terms of experience. And all of them will attest to the fact that in terms of experience, John Boyd stands tall. And the constituency executives here, present here, they have promised that at the end of the day, they are going to vote for him. Forget about the noise. Some of these noise, majority of them, they don't have vote. At the end of the day, you see the rare candidates who are here. The candidates' names will be called constituency by constituency. They will go to the ballot board to cast their box, to cast their mandate. Then these supporters, who are our full soldiers, they will be standing here. They won't have access to this place. So those who have the mandate to vote are the ones standing here, sitting here. So let's trust them. They know what they are doing. It happens in the regional elections. A lot of noise were made all over. For instance, the Asante region, all the media people there, even nationwide, all the media people there rated the other candidate that he is the one to win. But at the end of the day, the constituency executives also thought otherwise, that Untumi is the best person to win. Untumi is the best person to win. That is the case.
Thank you very much. So we've been speaking to the Bono Regional Chairperson, Abronye, and Nick's very confident of the chances of John Boedu, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, saying that before the close of polls today, he's very confident of the chances that he would emerge winner as the national secretary of the New Patriotic Party. So yes, he again has been telling us that indeed he knows that the delegates from the Bono and Ahafo region are going to cast their ballot for the General Secretary, that's John Boedu, and he feels that the other contenders in this portfolio are just blowing hot air and really they can't speak to abilities. Thank you very much, Abonye, for speaking to us, and that was very good.
I'm from Team's constituency. Mr. Team's constituency.
In fact, you have been here for a while, and as you can see, we are preparing to get ready to cast our vote. So as you can see, very soon our names will be start mentioned and we will be on the queue to cast our vote. So we are ready.
Now, let's talk about the leadership of the NPP. A lot of new faces and some old faces. What kind of leadership are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of leadership I'm expecting is we should blend them. We should maintain some of the old and add new faces to it. Because as it has been previously, we always bring old and new together so that they form the national executive. And to my expectation, we are hoping that the same thing will repeat itself today. We are going to blend the old and the new so that the new will learn from the old so that one day they will also become old as it is done in formation of political parties. So if I see new faces, I will not be too much surprised because that's a lesson for you.
Are you confident of breaking the 8?
Very sure. With the experience of John Boadu, we can break the 8. So we are entreating all delegates, of which I'm one of them, constituency second vice for Sunyana West. We are campaigning for John Boadu because John Boadu is very experienced person who knows the length and the breadth of MPP. So when he is taken out now, it will not order well for our idea of breaking the 8, and of which nobody in the party is wishing us to hand over power to the NDC.
Now, I spoke to your original chairperson, Abronye, and he's very confident that of all the positions, John Boadu is going to emerge victorious. Where is this hope coming from, and what's giving you that assurance that at the end of polls today, the General Secretary, John Boadu, would emerge winner?
Honestly, John Boadu has really worked. And when you look at John Boadu, his style of General Secretaryship that we MPP has had, he is unique. Because when you count it from Ohinintone to this man, our former General Secretary, now current local government minister, Dan Buche, you could see that John Boadu is also performing. So I don't see the reason why we should change somebody who is performing like this. John Boadu became acting General Secretary, brought us to power, maintained power for us 2020. So why do you want to change winning team, of which you know he is performing?
Right. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, you've got a lot of nice things to say about the General Secretary, John Boadu. And I mean, the delegates from the Ahafo and Bono region are very confident of his chances of winning at the end of polls here today. I've been joined by another delegate from the Ahafo region, correct? From the Bono region. Now, have you casted your ballot yet?
No, please. I've not casted my vote yet, please.
Who are you voting for?
The candidate that I'm voting for. You know, you have a lot of candidates. Which of the positions that...
So I'm talking about the General Secretary position.
The General Secretary position I'm going for, Justin Koduafrimpo. I've worked with him at the YEA, and he has demonstrated leadership. He's a man that I know, he's very humble, and administratively, he's doing his job very well.
Right, now, how about the chairperson?
I'm the chairperson. You know, I'm from Doma East constituency. I'm the first vice chairman too. And in Tim, who is also contesting for that position, is also from Bono region and from Doma East constituency. So it will be unfair for me to vote against him because he is capable of doing the work. He has demonstrated leadership. He was the first vice chairman of the party, and he has served the party before, and he did not disgrace himself. He did marvelously well for the party.
But which time are you hoping to cast your ballot?
The roll call is being mentioned, and as and when it is mentioned, I will get there to vote. So you don't know exactly which time you are going to vote.
Right. Now, I spoke to Abronya earlier, and he's very confident about John Boadu's chances of winning at the end of polls today. But you don't seem to think he's going to win. Why do you think that?
Yeah, I know that is his position that he has taken. He has been with John Boadu throughout his campaign, and that is why he has stated categorically that he's going to win. And I'm also being fair to the people that JFK is going to win, because the youth have the number. The youth have the number, and the youth, almost we have about 80% of the youth supporting Justin Kodua Frimpong. And you see how people cheers him up.
Thank you very much. So, still interacting with some of the delegates here at the sports stadium. Indeed, they are very confident about the chances of some of the candidates from the chairmanship to the general secretary. They are very hopeful that at the end of polls tonight, John Boadu is going to emerge winner. Others also think otherwise. And indeed, they are telling you now, the president of the country is currently casting his ballot.
You want me to cast? You are not putting the thing on.
National Council, all members of the National Council, your booth is on my right side, followed by honorable members of Parliament. Edwin, around your area, can we get everybody to sit? Mahmoud, Deputy Director of Operations, please help clear your area. Let me see nobody standing around the place. We are waiting for you. Until it's clear, we would not continue. Outgoing Deputy National Organizer, you are in suit. Clear your area. And do that to help us now. I can see Chairman to be having a discussion. Chairman, can you join us upstage here? Thank you. National Council, and honorable members of Parliament on my right side. Alhaji Mahmoud, you are doing a good job. Please continue. Clear your area for us. Thank you for your understanding. Mahmoud, akwai yaran matan da ke bayan kannan. Yaran mata da ke bayan kannan su zama. Kowa ya zauna. Ayawa su secretary. Je ka zama. On my left is very clear. Thank you very much. On my right, there is still a crowd. Mrs. Menu, brilliant. Sama Sheda, don't worry. On my right here, the first right, is all members of the National Council, founding members of the party. And then there is a booth next to them. It's all honorable members of parliament, all MPs, all National Council and founding members. Ashanti region, get ready. Ashanti region, get ready. You have 3 polling stations, A, B, and C. You have 3 polling stations, A, B, and C. So when I mention the names of the constituencies, then you line up to cast your vote. Hello, DJ, give me this one. The microphone. The hand one. Hello. Those of you standing here, please give way. Give way. Regional organizer, where are you? Go there. Go there. All of you standing here. All of you standing around this area. Can you please take a seat? The delegates are coming to vote. Please give way. All those standing around this area, please forgive us. Give us way. Thank you. Now, Ashanti region, are you ready? Very well. You have 3 polling stations, A, B and C. Now, constituencies that are voting A, start lining up. All regional officers, please come now. All Ashanti regional officers. Regional officers from Ashanti region, please come and cast your vote. Polling station A. Mu polling station, another one anymore. Baby ambulance listen to a cheer and to who say. Now about polling station A. New Adubiase, Accra, Famina, Adansia Sukwa. Ashanti region, Chairman to be, you are going to A, this way, on the far right. 80 Ashanti from Pamcho, baby, Chairman to me, Konewana Mokro, A for regional officers, New Adubiase, Ekrofum, Famina, Adansia Sukwa, Obuasi West, Obuasi East, Bekwai. Bosome Fraho, Odotobri, Manson Kwanta, Manso Dubia, Echuma Kwamiaja South, Echuma Wabiaja North, Echuma Ponua, and the Bosomche. 16 constituencies. Polling station A, Ashanti region on my right. Semumi wa Mama Mensaso. Me right here, and I'm over to Abano. And you one after the other, yes, Ramo. Regional officers, me who say Chamawu to me, Eddie and Numu, to a mama says here. New Eddie was a form of Mumra. Eastern region, get yourselves in readiness. Your polling station is just after Ashanti. So it's right here, opposite where I'm standing. All the regional officers of Eastern region, you are voting at polling station A. This way. And then a Sojamai polling station A. And then Eastern region polling station B is Achim Swedro. Achim Swedro. Na munya motre ebedu muso ema no mude awachire ha a man in the youth in Nasara. Honorable Esra, who's after son of Obo, and Obeka and Toka. Greater Accra region, police station A, just behind the ambulance on my left, this way. All regional officers and Ablekuma South. So for Greater Accra region, Police Station A has all the regional officers, and then Botiano Ngleshi Amanfro, and then for B, Ablekuma South. Prince Obeng, you have to coordinate your regional lineup to make it easier for them to locate their polling stations. Polling station A is the regional officers and Botiano English Amanfro. For polling station B, Ablekuma South. This way. Yes, your regional secretary is here. So this way. The first one behind the ambulance. The EC coordinator, please ensure the people are coming. Why? All women's organizers is under the tent on my right. The youth follows, and then the Nasara follows. On my right here, behind the days, women's organizers, youth organizers, Nasara coordinators. Well, it's looking like where the women's wing, youth and Nasara, there's too much crowd. Can we help ourselves by excusing them around? Yes.
Security, please, the gate on my left-hand side here, can you please open it for the Upper West region, Savannah and Upper East to come through and vote? Security, can you please open the gate on my left-hand side here, please? Security in charge of this gate, the gate on my left-hand side here. Can you please open it for Upper West, Savannah and Upper East regions to come down here and vote, please? You are required to open it now, security, but please man it. Upper West, Upper East, and Savannah regions. Please get